because you do have to have that deep understanding. Like, I actually have a question for the men watching. So do you know what a shit test is? Have you gotten shit from girls before? I kind of want to know like the experience level of the men watching this, because when we talk about systems, I just kind of realized we are talking about both the system that gets you to go out and get experience, because you might not even know what it's like to get shit from a girl. You might not even know what it's like to like have a night out, go talk to girls and get a girl, like see a girl actually chasing you, or see a girl qualifying herself to you, like saying stuff that's, yeah, trying to qualify herself. I was trying to think of a different word for qualify that was understandable, but like I think most guys know what like qualifying is, like qualifying herself to you. Like if a girl's like if you say that you like blonde girls and a girl's like a sandy blonde, she's like, oh, I'm blonde. Like she's trying to make herself look good in front of you. But yeah, systems both relate to when we get guys in our program, we have systems that get them to go out and even get those experiences. And then also when they run into roadblocks, like, oh shit, this girl gave me shit, I didn't know what to do. Or at the end of the night, like I was having trouble leading, what do I do? And we have systems that are like, okay, well, here's how you pass a shit test. Here's how you lead at the end of the night. It makes it a lot smoother to lead if you talk about this like 30 minutes before you pull, if you talk about like where you're going to go. There's systems within that, but you have to take action in the first place. And if nobody's pushing you to actually go out and get those experiences and you don't even know where you need to improve, you need to get people actually push you to go out and like start getting experiences. Because the sad reality for a lot of men is that you're going to wake up one day, let's say for the last 3 years, you've just been working some tech job, going home, eating ramen noodles in front of your TV, and then going to sleep, and then going out with the boys every Friday night and just talking to like a few good friends. That's a cool life and everything, but then a hot girl is going to come into your life, maybe in your friend circle, or walks up to you at the bar, and you're not going to know what the fuck to do. You're going to be like lost. You're gonna be like, shit, this girl's like the perfect girl for me. I'm really attracted to her, and you're not going to know what to do.
What are you doing? I don't know what I'm doing.
So you have to, like, if you don't want those experiences to happen where you don't know what you're doing, you have to put yourself in situations that actually get you experience first, so you know what you're doing in those situations.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what to do, like what actions to take, you need to get people around you that are actually pushing you to go out and to also like take action in general that's going to put you in those situations that challenge you.
Also, I'll say this too. I think that a lot of you guys, when you're talking about like, I had to get my thoughts in place. Okay. So when it comes to attracting women and like meeting women, I really liked what you said. And I think I want to double down on this point that women will show up in your life. So we can all agree. I want to see in the chat, say yes, if you agree. You will eventually run into women that you like. Like no matter what, no matter how much you try to avoid women, no matter how much you try to like get away from them, you will eventually run into a girl you like. Okay. Whether it's a year, whether it's every 6 months, you're going to run into a woman that you like because of that. And also, can we agree that the women that you like can really fuck you up? So I also want you guys to agree with that. So the women that you like, they have a really strong hold on you. I know I have a massive soft spot for girls that I like. My girl, I love my girl. I'm madly in love with my girl. I want to spend the rest of my life with her. I have a massive soft spot for her. They can really fuck us up. Why would we ever put ourselves in a position where we know that we're going to run into, it's like there's a bunch of bombs out there. We have the option to like go out and find bombs and like try to defuse them. So we know how to defuse them, right? So they won't fuck up our lives. We just know they're out there and we'll just like, okay, well, I'll just wait until I run across one and then it blows up my life and kills me. That's basically what you're doing by not going out and like talking to women actively. By not taking a proactive leadership role in your own life, you are actively going out of your way. Fuck yourself. Basically, you're basically telling yourself like, oh, well, I'm just going to avoid it right now. I'm going to put it off. Once that woman does come into my life, I'm just going to assume I'm going to get fucked up, or I'm just going to like take my chances. It's crazy. It's like if like fights were a regular occurrence. In the modern day, we don't fight a lot, but it's like, imagine that, like, say the same cadence, every like 6 months, you run into someone that's just going to beat the fuck out of you, right? They're going to actually, and if they win, they put you in the fucking hospital. Chill. It's like bad, right? Because depression's like fucking brutal. So it gives you like the physical version of like depression, which is like fucking sucks. And you could go to like learn a martial art, learn a combat sport, whatever. You could go and do that. You have the freedom to do that. But you're just like, no, I'm scared. No, I'm not going to. No, I'll just wait. I'll just wait until someone comes by and just kicks my ass every 6 months or kicks my ass once a year. And it's like, but you could be that guy that like goes out and like practices. But a lot of you guys are like just kind of waiting around for like it to happen to you. And then you just get fucked up. And it's like, dude, you got to learn these systems. You got to learn like how to talk to women because you will run into women. Time will pass. Like these are all just facts that like you can't really argue them. Like time passes, we like women, we have a soft spot for women. You can act like a hard ass all you want, but like at the end of the day, you're gonna like the woman and she's gonna fuck you up. And you could either learn how to attract her by going out of your way to like, this is why I hate it when guys say like, oh, I don't like cold approach, because it's like not the best option, or it's like it's not the efficient way of meeting women. Like I've talked to guys that like, well, yeah, I never like cold approach because I always end up, no matter if I'm into cold approach or not, I always end up dating girls through social circle or whatever anyway. And it's like, well, yeah, but you get so many experiences from cold approach. You get so many experiences from going on dates with girls from dating apps. Doesn't matter how high quality or whatever they are. You get so much experience. You get so much skill with women. You get so much of an ability to like maintain your frame and like stay strong in a relationship by like dating a lot, that whenever you find a girl you really like, it doesn't fuck you up as much because you actually know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, yeah, like you said, you're able to maintain your frame. You have knowledge, you have experience that you wouldn't have gotten without going out and cold approaching. Like yeah, my first like relationship that lasted any length of time was through my friend Matt. He like introduced me to her, but I wouldn't have had the balls to like add her on. I think she might have added me on Facebook, and then I was just like, all right, cool, yeah, blah blah blah. We were talking about movies, and then I like led her to a date. I never would have had the confidence to do that, and then go over to her place and like make a move on her, and then get into a relationship with her. I never would have had the confidence to do that without a cold approach. I want to say, actually, maybe even the worst feeling in the world, the feeling that I hate more than anything, is like being unprepared and then just like realizing it. Like realizing you're unprepared.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you an example of like two different examples. So I've been going out. I went out last weekend, so I'm like kind of in the flow. I'm open. I'm social. I hung out with like James yesterday, one of our clients. He's in town. In the gym earlier today, there was this girl, and I walked up to her and like talked to her. It was a cool little interaction. She had a boyfriend, because I like instantly just like asked her if she's a coffee kind of person, and then she's like, "Oh, I actually have a boyfriend." She actually like introduced herself though after she said, she's like, "Oh, I'm Paige though, by the way," and we like shook hands and stuff. So that's the kind of stuff that I like to do. I like to be prepared to just like see a girl, and just since I've been talking to people, since I'm being open, like I just walk right over, and it's very natural. It wasn't even like I was approaching her, it's just like I do a set of leg curls. I'm like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, you look like a coffee girl." Then chat with her for a second, go back to my leg curls. Whereas like a month ago, I experienced like the worst fucking feeling ever, where I was walking out of the store and I saw a girl that was like just my type, but it was kind of a weird, difficult situation where she was like walking in, I was walking out, but I could have easily got her attention and like approached her. I was like pissed for like 2 hours, and I still remember it. And it was like, I think a month ago, at least several weeks ago. It was a horrible feeling of like, oh man, I haven't been talking to girls lately. I haven't been going out. I haven't been pushing myself. And I didn't have like the track record to be confident enough to like or at least I didn't think I did. I could have, right? I could have done it, but like I chose not to in that moment. And that was the worst feeling ever, because I didn't feel like I was prepared to do it. It was horrible. Like it sounds very simple, but I mean, you could apply it to anything. You could apply it to like, okay, like a cool girl comes into your life, you start dating her, and you just don't know what the fuck you're doing because you have no experience now. It's just like that feeling of being unprepared, and you like it like hits you, is just like such a horrible feeling.